working to make the region more competitive. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Jon Scott. He's president and CEO of the Greater Reading Economic Partnership. Thanks for being with us. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Jill.
3 years ago, you put together a document along with other organizations called Rise to Prosperity: Strategies for Economic Competitiveness in Greater Reading. And the idea was to really focus on the areas that could have the greatest economic impact in the short term and for the long term.
Correct. I and Ellen Horan, who's the president of the Greater Reading Chamber of Commerce and Industry, co-chaired the group of 8 people. We employed an outside facilitator who helped us, and we came up with 5 specific work areas where we thought we could really have an impact, a positive impact on economic development and growth over about a 3 to 4 year window of time.
And now we are at that 3-year window at this point. And one of the areas is workforce and talent development, getting the individuals in place and trained so that businesses will want to be here.
Exactly, Jill. And that is one of the most important things in a site selection or site elimination process, and to make sure that businesses have the type of labor that they need, particularly in specific business clusters. So one of the things we had noticed in speaking with a lot of existing businesses for retention purposes is that they have a lot of job openings, but they can't find people with the right skill sets to match those openings. And that's a situation that's only going to increase and escalate going forward. So we've been working very aggressively with the Workforce Investment Board, with our career and training technology centers, and with Reading Area Community College and our other colleges and universities, and developed a protocol called Careers in 2 Years. And that's just designed to get more people thinking about the opportunities that exist in the manufacturing sector.
And that's just one of the areas that you've been focusing on. You mentioned business clusters, that's another, but you're also focusing on sites and infrastructure, getting the infrastructure in place so that businesses can actually locate here.
That is one of the most critical needs that we have had in Berks County. Other places have a lot of industrial parks. We've had very few. But just recently, Area Development Magazine, in fact, picked Pennsylvania as a Silver Shovel Award winner for the number of projects that the Commonwealth had in 2012. And in the top 10, Greater Reading had 2 of those 10, both in great part thanks to what the Berks County Industrial Development Authority and Tom McEwen did to develop 323 acres there. And that's where Dollar General and PetSmart have ultimately ended up.
You've had successes in the past 3 years as part of Ride to Prosperity. What is next? What additional steps can be taken to further job growth, further business relocation to this area?
We're going to continue working very aggressively with the Careers in 2 Years protocol, but expand the horizon of different businesses. We'll probably do a whole focus on health services and health care. We'll be reaching out to veterans and trying to put more teeth into that. The same thing with sites and infrastructures. We're currently working with people in Perry Township, Amity, all over the entire county. And we need to do that, but we're going to also add to that effort trying to remediate more brownfield sites as we go forward too.
And just a few seconds left, but overall, the past 3 years, have you met the goals of Ride to Prosperity?
I think we've met a great number of the goals that we had set, but probably most importantly of all things is the fact that these 8 organizations have really come together, are working well, are supporting each other, are really collaborating with a single purpose in mind, is to bridge to these goals and objectives regardless of who's leading the charge.
Thanks so much for being with us, Jon.
Pleasure, thank you, Jill.
We've been talking with Jon Scott, president and CEO of the Greater Reading Economic Partnership. I'm Jill Horner.